highlight all the hotel workers throughout the country, throughout the world if you want to submit, and what they face in their workplaces.
Alright, I want to first thank all of the workers who have already submitted stories on the website. It's a very brave thing to do. It's very difficult to do, even if you're posting anonymously, to have the courage to post those stories. So we got the idea to make this website after my original video of me quitting this hotel behind you got so much media attention. I know my story has deeply affected both this hotel and Marriott as a whole. From everything I've heard from workers in here, our managers are, of course, treating their workers much nicer in there. We've also put Marriott on the defensive because we've put the public spotlight on their problematic history of labor abuse. So we're asking hotel workers everywhere, anyone who's watching this, to please go to joeyquits.com and submit your story of working in a hotel. But we need to get as many submissions as possible because the more stories we have, the more powerful this website becomes. The more we can hold these companies accountable for how they treat people. What I put up with and what workers continue to put up with in this hotel is not unique to this hotel. It's going around everywhere in this country. It's not just here that workers like me had to get up at 5:30 every morning, work on our feet for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hours a day, working double, triple shifts sometimes closing and opening regularly, working on 2 or 3 hours of sleep. It's not just at this hotel, but it's everywhere that housekeepers have to clean 16, 17, sometimes more rooms per day, lifting heavy furniture, not being given the proper tools they need to complete their jobs, getting injured constantly, and then being sent by these companies to company doctors who immediately send them back in off their medical leave to get injured once more. You know, it's at this hotel and every other hotel I've heard from, gotten stories from, that people are being denied the breaks they're supposed to be given legally, that people are getting their tips stolen, that chefs are screaming down grown men and women. And like Victoria was saying, it's in this hotel and everywhere that workers who stand up to these companies and try to organize themselves to make it better are getting punished, disciplined, fired regularly. This company, Marriott, the Proudest Renaissance Hotel, is still engaged in a vicious anti-union campaign that's been going on for years. They hold captive audience meetings where they scare workers, tell them they're gonna have to lay off people if a union comes in. They spread lies, all right? They scare and intimidate pro-union workers. They've even fired people here, and this is a common practice across the country. If someone's pro-union on the organizing committee, they make up stories about you. They figure something out to get rid of you. And this campaign continues here and across the country today. So what we want to do with this website is make it so that these working conditions are not normal anymore, okay? And we know that this site is just a tiny bit of a much larger fight. But we really believe that through making people's stories public, that we can hold these hotels accountable for how they treat people, and in doing so, improve the lives of working people.